Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, tuning in to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, this is part of our Newsweek and News segment here at WYAD, and today we're talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. Yes, I know we've talked about this before, but as you guys know, there have been some updates that have been made designed to help protect people from the worst outcomes of COVID. And we're excited to welcome back to talk to us about this Dr. Otis Gowdy. We're going to talk to Dr. Gowdy not only about what you guys need to know about the updated vaccine, but also how you can be able to get it in connection with your other vaccines and shots as well. Dr. Gowdy, thank you again for the time. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, Cyrus.
Well, this is such an important topic. I mean, COVID-19 has not gone anywhere. I was just talking to some of my family members over the weekend, Dr. Gowdy. Both them and their spouse had both just gotten over COVID. Thankfully, they did not have really bad situations with them. Both of them have been vaccinated. What do people need to know right now, Dr. Gowdy, when it comes to the updated COVID-19 vaccine, though?
Great. I'm glad that your family members are recovering from the virus. Yes, so we have the new updated virus that has recently come out, and it is much more protective against the Omicron and its variants that we've so heard about over the last several months. It offers protection against getting the virus, and that is the main objective, is to prevent getting the virus and the spread of the virus. So the new vaccine actually helps protect against the spread. We know that as the Omicron variant is much more contagious, we're not seeing as many people who are getting in the hospital. But that still does not mean that they're not getting some of the side effects of getting the virus, which is the long COVID effect, the fatigue, the memory fog, as well as shortness of breath. So the best objective is to not get the virus, and the best way to do that is getting vaccinated. We recommend that if you're 6 months or older, that you get the vaccine, and if you have already received the vaccine, that you get boosted with this new vaccine that is available. If you have recently had the virus, we recommend that you wait at least 3 months before getting the updated vaccine.
Okay. So let me ask you this, and Dr. Gowdy, when it comes to the updated vaccine, I mean, I have gotten my booster. My mother has now had 2 boosters. Who is eligible to get an updated COVID vaccine?
Typically, if you're 12 or older, you're able to get the updated vaccine, and they are free. You can get them at your physician's office versus the local pharmacy. So, as long as if you're 12 and older, you are available and able to get the updated vaccine. We're striving to protect those vulnerable people who have underlying conditions, who are most at risk from getting the virus, let alone getting some of the detrimental effects from shortness of breath to even death. So we're recommending that all get the updated vaccine if you're 12 or older.
As a follow-up question to that, Dr. Gowdy, is the updated COVID vaccine, is that looked at as the second booster, or how is it looked at, like in the case of my mother who's already had now 2 boosters, is that looked at as would she be qualified to get that as a third booster, or how would that work?
Right, I know that is very interesting. Yes, as it stands right now, yes, she would be eligible for the the updated booster. So that would mean a third shot for the most part, because we're seeing that this updated booster is much more targeted towards the Omicron variant that is much more infectious.
Okay. So I mentioned in my introduction, of course, this time of year, Dr. Gowdy, school year now, of course, is in full swing, but a lot of people are getting their flu shots. My mom just got hers at her recent doctor's appointment. Is it safe to get the updated COVID vaccine at the same time you're getting your flu shot or maybe even other routine vaccines?
Technically, yes. It is safe to do that. Everybody is a little different, of course. But the updated vaccine is perfectly capable of going ahead and getting the other vaccines in concurrence with that.
I want to ask you this, Dr. Gowdy.
Typically they want to wait.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dr. Gowdy.
The main objective is, yes, if it's available, go ahead and take the vaccine. Okay. And definitely it's perfectly capable of going ahead and getting both a flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine.
Are you still with yourself? I know you're located in the Meridian area. We're at the radio station here is in Yazoo City, and there is still unfortunately some vaccine hesitancy that we're seeing in our listening area. Is that something that you're still being confronted with?
Yes, I am. From all walks of life, that is true. Still encouraging the vaccine. Of course, that's why this is so important, and your show is so important to get the word out about that. And also, if those who have not been vaccinated, definitely continue to protect yourself with washing your hands, wearing a mask, social distancing. Those things are all very, very important. Our objective is to prevent the spread and further variants from occurring. And the way we do that ultimately is, getting vaccinated, but also those other things that we have been doing all along, which is wearing a mask and washing your hands, social distancing. If you're sick or if you're not feeling well, it's best that you social distance and not go out into the public. We have seen, there are people who may not even have symptoms, but may not, such as coughing or fevers, shortness of breath, and they could still spread the virus onto those more vulnerable people, older people who have multiple underlying chronic medical conditions, and to those who are 6 months or younger. So that is how the virus spreads, let alone more variants occur. And so this new updated vaccine helps prevent the spread and new variants from occurring.
Some great information here. Again, everyone, Dr. Otis Gowdy is our guest physician at Internal Medicine Clinic in Meridian, Mississippi, talking to us about, of course, the updated COVID vaccine, but also the importance of being able to get it to help reduce the spread, but also protect you from the worst outcomes when it comes to COVID. Dr. Gowdy, where can our audience go for more information?
Yes, you can definitely go to vaccines.gov. You can talk to your local health provider and your local pharmacy for further information.
All right, Dr. Gowdy, thank you again for the great work you're doing and for the time here on our broadcast. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you so much, Cyrus. Have a great one.
You as well. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.